What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the tasting table, and today we're doing something a little bit different than we typically do. So, a couple of my friends asked for me to make a video about some of the spirits that I have in my bar. So I decided to start with the extremely hyped Clase Azul Tequila. And on my left here, you have the beautiful white and blue bottle, which is the Reposado. And on my right, you have the extremely rare matte black Mezcal. They're both 750 mils, and they're both extremely difficult to get. So with the Reposado, you can actually get a little bit lucky and find them occasionally at some of the stores. Typically, they're going for $150 a bottle. And even at that price, they only limit you 2 bottles at the time of purchase, which to me is absolutely absurd. And the Mezcal is completely impossible to get. And if you're lucky enough to source one, like I was, they're going for about $500 a bottle of the Mezcal. So what we're gonna do today, we're gonna try them, we're gonna smell them, we're gonna taste them, and we're gonna talk about if it's really worth the hype. Is it really worth the $150 or $500 for the bottle? And why do I even have them in my bar if they're so expensive? So stay with me and let's get started. All right, so we're gonna start with the Reposado, and that's one of the main selling points. All right, so color-wise, it looks like a Scotch. Looks like a whiskey. It's nice and brown. Has a really beautiful, fruity, vanilla, sweet, very pleasant smell. Wow. Smells really good. Let's see if it holds on the glass. And it looks like it's holding a little bit on the glass as well. Wow, really enjoy the smell of this. Okay, and again, this isn't the first time that I'm drinking this. I've been drinking this tequila for the past, I think, 5 years now, 5-6 years. But the first time I'm actually doing a taste test comparison directly against the Mezcal. So here we go. Wow. Wow. Very sweet. No burning at all. Nice and warm down the throat. Very pleasant. I mean, smooth as water. Could be very dangerous. Let's see, what is this in terms of percentage? Okay, so 100% pure agave azul. Where is the alcohol? Here we go. 40%, 80 proof. So it's pretty legit. Pretty legit. Let's go for another sip. Wow, I love the smell of this. You know, it's so sweet. It's so sweet that it tastes like it could taste like a mixed drink. If I throw a cube of ice in here right now, this will taste like a mixed cocktail. This is how good, straight out of the bottle, neat tasting Reposado. Very good. Very good. All right, let's give a little water. Very good. Now, let's move on to the super rare. I think I got this bottle a few months ago, and I had some guests over and we did a tour. We did a Clase Azul Tequila tour. I had also a bottle, I had half a bottle of the Blanco, and what we did was we did Mezcal, Reposado, and Blanco. It was a wonderful tour. I wish I could find the Añejo, but The añejo is literally, if this took me 3 months to source, the añejo, I'm still sourcing. I'm still trying to source the añejo. And the blanco, which is the least expensive of them all, I used to buy the blanco for 70 bucks, 75 bucks, 80 bucks tops for a 750. You can't find them anywhere. They're sold out everywhere, and whoever does have them is jacking the price up to 110, 120 bucks for the bottle of blanco, which is absolutely absurd. All right, I love this cap. Look how beautiful this cap is. This is kind of like the detail on here. I mean, look at this. This actually matches the logo they have right here. If you look at that, that's pretty cool. And this looks like, I'll try to get a close-up later. This looks like individual beads, literally hand put together like a mosaico, like a tile mosaico in some bathrooms. Look at this, just beautiful, beautiful work. All right, let's give it a little pour. Wow. Wow, clear as glass. Clear as water. Look at that. Super clear. Wow, very strong. Leather. Like an oaky leather, very extremely smoked, very smoky. Wow, this reminds me years ago, back in New York on Long Island, my uncle had a leather factory where they would sell leather products to different shoe repair stores. And walking in there, you would get hit with this smell of just natural leather. Just piles and piles of leather. And this is what the mezcal is reminding me of. Wow, nostalgia. Wow. Smell is very strong. Again, leathery, a lot of oak, some wood. The smoke on this. Incredible. All right, let's try it. Let's give it a shot. Wow. Wow. Extremely, extremely smoky taste. Extremely smoky. Aftertaste is like someone packed a roll of leather in your mouth. This is the aftertaste that I'm getting. Wow, and it's a little bit warmer than the Reposado. A little bit warmer. Let's give it another shot. There is definitely a burn. I definitely feel it on the throat, but once it goes past, the burn stops immediately. But the transition from the throat through the trachea or whatever pipe it is, definitely a burn. Wow. Wow. Honestly, guys, if I was given a choice right now, this is the one. This is the one. Wow. Let's give it another direct flavor taste. Home run. Home run. This wins. I mean, I'm sure that I'm probably not doing a great comparison because they're two complete opposite tequilas. Both extremely tasty and refined, and you can actually feel the quality in this tequila. But if I'm putting both of these side by side like I have today, I'll definitely, for taste-wise, flavor-wise, smell-wise, Reposado all the way. It's not even a question. And this is 3 times, if not more, 3.5 times as much as the Reposado in price. Wow. Let's give it another direct comparison. Direct flavor test. telling you, I think just on the flavor, on the taste test, Reposado, it just immediately wins. Immediately wins. This is excellent. And I'm sure I'm gonna do another video comparing this to different brands of mezcal. But if we're comparing like we are today, Clase Azul against Clase Azul, mezcal directly against Reposado, Reposado is the winner. I mean, it takes all categories: smell, flavor, taste, the aftertaste, the harshness in the throat when you're swallowing. This is a winner. I mean, this tastes like a cocktail out of the bottle. All it needs is an ice cube. Mezcal is very good, but a little bit more harsh, a little bit more, I mean, it has a very strong smoky flavor, and I do love that when I'm in the mood for something smoky. If I'm having maybe Davidoff Yamasa 6x60, real thick, long, hour-long cigar, then I'll take and pour some of the mezcal and sip on it along with that cigar. But if I was offered an everyday tequila drink, there's no question. No question that the Reposado is where my money would be. And with that being said, I'm gonna take the last sip of the Reposado. Enjoy it. Today's my favorite day of the week, Friday. So, like they say, happy hour, Friday, the best day of the week. Weekend starts. Cheers. And also, guys, if you have any questions, if you want me to make, why do I have these expensive tequilas in my bar? I'll tell you why. 5 years ago, when I was introduced to Clase Azul, the Reposado cost $105 a bottle, okay? And this is up in New York where the taxes were much higher. In Florida, this was under $100. It was about 80-something dollars a bottle. So at that time, when we were drinking tequila, high-end tequila, it was either 1942 or Clase Azul. And we would go for the Clase Azul. That's why this ended up in my bar. But with time and limited production, and with the whole pandemic that we went through, prices went up. Supply chain, I guess, became more difficult for the tequilas to be produced, and prices are now $150 if you could even get them. Now, why did I purchase this bottle for nearly $500? I'll tell you why. At the time, I had the Blanco, I had the Reposado, and I really wanted the Mezcal so I can create a tour of them. And this was a present to myself for a milestone that I hit, and I decided to pull the trigger on this bottle. Now, does it mean that I'm gonna finish this bottle and buy another one? Most likely not. I'm not a big fan of the taste when it comes to comparing it to the Reposado. As you can see, I have another closed bottle of Reposado here. I have a couple more bottles in my bar. You know, this is one of my favorite tequilas. For many reasons. You know, I have probably 8-9 different tequilas in my bar, and hopefully we'll make more videos and comparing them all and determining is it worth the price point. Now, to answer the question that I gave myself in the beginning, is this worth $500? No. Honestly, no. It's rare, it's great, it's delicious, but I personally don't think it's $500 delicious. I think I got it, I made the check mark, I tried it, it's great, I have it in my bar. Will I buy it again? Probably not. Will I splurge and buy the Añejo? Most likely I will. I probably will. I'll add it to the bar, and I'll also add it to my Clase Azul tour tasting tour. And will I continue buying the Reposado? Absolutely. Is it worth $150? I think fair price is $100, but since everything is going up in prices now, and I do really enjoy it, yes, I will continue buying it for a premium price. But I think fair price is $100. It's going for $149, $139 if you're lucky. That's why I stock up when I see some sales on them. So, again, to conclude, if you have any questions, comment below. Let me know if you want me to make any videos on some other spirits, if you want me to do some other tasting tests or comparisons, or if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Again, cheers and happy weekend. Thanks again for watching. If you like the videos, please like and subscribe.